as you probably have noticed, if you're in the USA and you're like some white suburbanite who drives to work every day, because that's what Americans do, I guess. They don't know how to do anything but drive cars from their house in like a
Communism
suburban
is based.
area purpose-built for housing where there's literally no amenities nearby at all. And then they go to work and they drive home. You might notice that the gas prices are going up because of the Ukraine-Russia situation. And apparently, like, the oil supply from Russia is more significant than I thought, or at least Russia is sort of collaborating with Saudi Arabia to like make sure that the Saudis don't pick up the slack or something like that. Some sort of collusion going on there, and it's making the gas prices go up, and the the white American suburbanoids are like, dang nabbit, me gas costs more. Joe Biden, fix it. Right before they go and buy a burger or something. And Joe Biden's like, listen here, Jack. Don't those Venezuelans have oil? What if we made it so that Guaido isn't the president of Venezuela anymore and Maduro is the president now? We could get some of their oil from those. And that's literally what happened. For the first time in a long time, other than for issues of like ridiculous regime change bullshit, the US government like sent an actual delegation to talk to Maduro's government. And literally, like, I shit you not, within 2 days, like, US imperial media establishment is all going hard talking about how actually Maduro has changed. He's embraced capitalism. He's good now. So it's not that bad. Like, we had this article in Bloomberg, like a publication basically dedicated to finance, the worst of them all, right here, saying, Venezuelan migrants are coming home as Maduro embraces capitalism. Of course, they have to say that it's because he's embracing capitalism. Now, there's an unlikely economic rebound. There wasn't like yesterday, before this article came out, but now there is. Why? Well, because we need the fucking oil. We need the oil. It's time for Maduro to get the Saudi Arabia treatment. And like, they're somehow trying to say that he's embracing capitalism as if he wasn't always a capitalist, as if Venezuela didn't always have like a 70% plus privately owned economy. Because I guess having a state oil company makes you a socialist. That's what the definition of socialism is. Saudi Arabia is also socialist, I guess. Like, the only thing in this article that apparently makes him capitalist is that he is adopting the US dollar as the country's unofficial currency. How does that make you not... Like, is capitalism when you adopt the US dollar? All that he's doing there is giving up monetary sovereignty, essentially going to cause huge issues for the country in the future for short-term gains, because the country's not going to be able to print its own currency anymore, which is kind of a problem. As Greece taught us back in the day when the economy was completely destroyed thanks to the European Union, aka the Nazi Party. But apart from that, isn't it funny how suddenly Nicolas Maduro is now not so bad because the USA needs money? I bet you there's more articles like this. I haven't actually gone looking yet. So like, just the narrative just completely shifts on a dime, like nothing. Like, Maduro is an evil, anti-democratic dictator, and also we have our president Juan Guaido, who is the real righteous democratic president of Venezuela. But then we need the oil, and it looks like Maduro controls the oil. So what if Maduro, what if like the supposed democracy and freedom of Venezuelans could just take a back seat, while we get the oil? That would be good. The bullshit charade excuse of US geopolitics, which has always been, we do this for democracy and freedom, is just dropped as if we didn't already know it, but now they're just like not even trying to hide it. It's just dropped on a fucking dime when they need something, when the other party finally has some leverage. Before they were playing the long game, like, we're going to get access to the oil by overthrowing this guy and installing our own president who will do what we want. But now it's like, that strategy failed, and we need the oil so that our suburbanoids can get to work without yelling at us and voting Republican in the next election. So, hey, Maduro, you're our friend now. I even saw like some guy, a couple of guys actually, like US foreign policy guys, saying that now the US needs to form good relations with Iran too, to replace Saudi oil. And it's like, wow, before Iran was like the evil fascist enemy, famously a part of the axis of evil, but now it's like we need oil, so maybe they're actually part of the axis of awesome, I guess. Oh, it's so fucking great. Just the mythology of US imperialism, which anyone with a brain already knew was bullshit, just like completely falling down. Because we need the oil. We need the fucking oil. Maduro, give us the fucking oil, man. Obviously, it's opportunistic, but we already knew that. It's just kind of funny to see it happening in real time. And also, like, Guaido, let's see if I can find it. Guaido released a statement. Like, Guaido's government, in obvious quotes, release the fucking, like, they call themselves a legitimate government. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, they fucking rule. We reiterate our position that we need to restart negotiations in Mexico, and we reiterate that any lifting of sanctions must be conditioned on real advances on the transition, obviously, towards giving us power. So they're like, yeah, the Venezuelan people must be made to suffer until we are installed in government. We're definitely not just cynical morons, but it's like, come on, these people think they have any power at all? What world do they live in? It's like the puppet government is just being abandoned by the fucking puppeteer. This is so sad. What did Juan Guaido say on Twitter? What did Juan Guaido have to say on his official Twitter account? He's comparing himself to like the Ukraine war. Oh, he seems to be throwing a massive fucking temper tantrum here. Yeah, he's throwing a fucking tantrum here. Oh man. Like, he only existed inside the playpen that the US created for him, and now the playpen's being dismantled. What is he for now? Poor little Juan. Now he's gonna fucking get on the phone. He's gonna get on the fucking coup phone, and no one's gonna be on the other end this time. He's just gonna be there alone. Juan Guaido on his fucking phone. Like, if somehow Russia invading Ukraine results in the USA fucking like lifting sanctions on Venezuela and Iran and no longer like antagonizing those governments to the same extent, and like implementing sanctions on fucking Saudi Arabia or the Saudi royals or something, that's like fucking, that's harm reduction, baby. That's harm reduction. What the fuck? Vladimir Putin's grand strategy to save Venezuela and Iran by destroying Ukraine. Finally, we have a rational explanation for the invasion. Self-sacrifice. I do think, though, what this also shows is that if, the entire world got together to sanction Americans and make it so their McDonald's burger costs like 50 cents more, their government would cave in like 2 fucking seconds. Like, McDonald's costs more? Okay, give them everything. All their demands now. End US imperialism by making the cheeseburger cost more. That's what Americans care about. Make the oil price go up? Oh, my big gas guzzling fucking truck. I can't afford to run it anymore, man. Biden, do something or I'm voting for the Republicans. Oh no, my cheeseburger costs more. Can't go to Heart Attack Grill? Joe Biden, do something or I'm voting for Trump again. This is the grand strategy to end American imperialism. Make burger and oil cost more. Those are the 2 American essentials. They need to drink oil and they need to eat burger.